You're listening to Edge Radio TV. The views and opinions expressed in this program are that of the host or guests, and not the Edge Radio Network or its advertisers or affiliates.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to I'm Just Saying Live. I am your host, Simply Dr. Neal, and of course, I've got my sidekick with me.
This is me, Bridget.
And we are prepared for an absolutely wonderful show today. So sit back, relax, and get ready for this party, okay? We're going to have a ton of fun today, right?
Yeah.
Now, we did take a little break on Tuesday, but I had to do some, mental checking on myself, if you will.
That's the thing, mental health.
So if you have not watched I'm Just Saying before, what we about to do is a little bit of kickback. We're going to chit chat about our weekend and all the things that we had going on over the course of the week. We're going to give you a little bit of news and some fun stuff going on in the city.
Yes, sir.
So let's get started, Bridget.
All right.
So let me tell y'all a little bit about this heat out here in Houston. Oh my gosh.
It's hot.
It is getting super duper hot. But let me tell you, about 300 high temperature records could be broken just this week.
What?
Just this week, okay?
Not the weekend.
Not the weekend, just this week.
Oh my God.
And more than an eighth of the U.S. population, which is over 40 million people, is on alert for potentially deadly conditions. Okay, so I have decided that the heat is our new pandemic. They are also saying that we may have, right? You know what I'm saying? It's our new plague, that people are expected to start dying from this. Because, sometimes there's tons of heat related deaths where people are passing out and things of this nature. So if you're one of those people, please take all precautions. Be extra safe right now because it is hot out there. Also watch out for the concrete. These kids going outside barefoot and all these kinds of things that can really burn you. Like, you can really get hurt from that. Yeah. So not only is the heat kicking up from this global warming, if you will, the first tropical system of the season could be headed our way by the end of the week. Okay, so we're close to the end of the week. If the storm materializes, it will be named Claudette and expected to bring nearly a foot of rain to parts of the southern U.S.
Oh my gosh.
So can you imagine that? We've already been getting tons and tons of rain. I thought the Lord was trying to cool us off from this heat, but you just never know.
Never.
That's my weather report.
Thank you.
Because clearly y'all need to figure out this plastic situation. You need to get it together. I'm just saying, let's start recycling or something. Because there's problems going on.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about our little weekend that we had. I had Bridget, invited Bridget out for a kickball in the park, if you will. We did a pre-Father's Day celebration. I was very happy to celebrate the fathers in my life. So before we get to the video of the kickball, I would like to pop up some pictures real quick. I have a picture here of the best papa. That is the best papa. We love seafood, so we popped over to one of our favorite places to do that, which is on 2920. I ain't gonna give them no shout out because they ain't gave me no money, but we absolutely love going over there and go eat. But that's the best papa. And then we got the best daddy. Look at that. Colton Corbin and their father. These are the fathers that I'm celebrating in my life this Father's Day. And now on to this kickball tournament that we had in honor of them, if you will. So I have just a little bitty clip, a little video for that, and it's just real short, but we're gonna play it.
Oh my gosh.
Because Bridget was there, y'all. Bridget was there.
Serious now. Run!
Everybody, we we are doing a mini pre-Father's Day celebration, and I got all my people with me. So I'm just gonna turn the camera around. Look right behind me. We are all here. Yes, we're all here. We're enjoying it. We playing a little bit of kickball, and like I said, I got my peoples with me. Oh, what's up? Hey everybody, how y'all doing? We having a good time. This is just a pre-Father's Day. I'm coming. I'm recording so that I can make sure I make my little post for our pre-Father's Day celebration. Hey boo! We are having a great time. We about to cook up some food. Well, we cooked the food already. We about to eat. There's Miss Lindsay. Yes, how you doing? Are you having a good time? It's hot. It's really hot though, y'all. Hey guys, how y'all doing? Hey Joey. What? All right. Say hey. We got the food back there. We're about to get it done. Okay, now we're gonna say a little bit of grace, y'all, and we'll be back. Bye. Corbin! I did get it. Girl, you was out, but you are not out with me.
You know what?
That was super cute though. I'm so glad that you came out and participated.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was just a small reminder that Father's Day is quickly approaching, okay?
Yes.
But remember that Sunday should not be the only time that you celebrate your fathers, you know? Because
amazing.
yeah, especially when they're doing the right thing. We got to make this,
That
you know,
part.
got to make this a reoccurring thing.
That part.
Now, we move from Father's Day into fitness is what we're gonna do.
Yep.
You know, we have talked to you guys about that. Clearly, I've not been doing exactly what I said, which was working out all summer long because summer has started and I'm a little bit behind. So we need to catch up.
Just started.
And I
That's
mean, I
official
should
on
have
the
started as
21st.
soon as this started. Well, my kids have actually been out since what, 2-3 weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
So I should have started as soon as they were free when I could go every day to the gym and all this kind of stuff. But I didn't. But we know Miss Burchette over here, you know, is always working out.
Yeah, I've been running 4 miles a day now, guys.
If you would like to be part of the fitness conversation, please email us at imjustsayinglive
Yes.
at gmail.com. We would love to have you so that you can be, you know, a specialist, if you will, because we know that there are all different types of workouts that you can do and stuff like that, you know, to keep your body in shape. And then I've got some special tips that I'm going to be giving you out so you can not think about working out.
Oh.
Different
That would be
ways
good.
that you're not actually thinking about it.
I'm
Okay.
looking forward to those.
So, Brigitte,
Yes.
how was your weekend, if you will?
Oh, my weekend was good. I hung out
Okay.
with you guys, of
Yes.
course. You know, I had fun hanging out with Simply Dr. Neil. We worked. Neil worked me this weekend, okay? Because we have our event coming up,
Yep.
and we were out there pushing the flyers.
I'm sorry, I made her put out real flyers on cars.
Yeah.
We're dodging him in and out in between.
Never done that before in my life.
Oh,
And I had an
look at
experience
you.
This weekend
What's
that
that?
I want to share.
Okay, go right ahead.
The pickles.
Brigitte came to my house. Y'all, you have no idea. There's always some little treat hanging around, right? Brigitte goes in the pickle jar.
I did ask.
She asked if she could have the
I
pickles.
did.
She did not know they were moonshine pickles.
Saturated.
She got
real.
tipsy off a pickle.
I'm not a drinker. I'm a lightweight. And
She was like,
before
I think I'm feeling the pickle.
I said, I think I'm high.
Were you feeling the pickle?
I was.
That is so nasty. It's too early in
And
the
then
morning.
I had two.
Oh, girl.
I had two.
See?
Horrible.
You got to be more careful when you're
Yeah,
hanging out
when I'm
with
at her
Simply
house, I
Dr. Neil.
cannot.
You got to be careful, okay?
Whew.
Anyway, you know, Joyce asked if you was feeling okay afterwards. You
Oh,
was
she
like,
did?
oh, I'm fine, you know?
She was like, so how is that pickle? How does it taste? I was like, it's a little weird, but it's okay.
That's okay. You were wearing that pickle out.
Because I was hungry.
Brigitte was wearing the pickle out. Anyway, I have one more little video. And, you know, we were talking about the pickle. So we're going to talk about a little bit more food, and this is my little short review on Copa. Anthony and I decided to pop in for lunch the other day when I was playing hooky from here when I wasn't feeling all that good. So he tried to make me feel better by taking me out to a little restaurant. So here's our little video on Copa Osteria. Welcome to my recap on Copa Osteria. This quaint little place is tucked right into Rice Village. The ambiance is absolutely wonderful, and I could see having a night out with the girls right here with their delectable wine choices and full bar. The hubby and I decided to pop through during the day. This place was clean and the service was impeccable. Please make sure you pop by to see my new guy, Miguel. This place also comes with delectable treats. Chicken Parmesan is definitely on the menu. You're also able to watch them cut the pasta directly from the machine as they portion it. You'll love this little place just as much as I did, so make sure you drop by Copa Osteria right in Rice Village. I loved it. I'm just saying. Girl, did you see how delicious that food looked?
Yeah, it was good.
It tasted just as good as it looked. That first one was calamari. You could have picked out the vegetables. You could have ate the vegetables.
I always going to these places. I always ask
because
I eat on there.
Because I eat real food.
I'm real. I eat real food.
I eat real
it's
food.
Just vegetables.
But we'll have to just pop back over there, and we'll have some of those tasty, delectable treats because it was super good.
It looked delicious.
It was good. Yeah. All right, so we're talking about upcoming events at this point. I don't even know what I said. Okay, the Breakfast Club. They are doing a blood drive. Yeah. This is, Tuesday, June the 22nd from 9 to 1 p.m. on 3711 Travis Street. They're going to be doing a blood drive to help people, to help people who need it.
Right.
But, they would like for you to have appointments, but they're not required, okay, if you're going to go in there and give the blood. Okay.
That's nice.
And they're going to give you a free COVID test, too. I bet they are before they get the blood. But
free t-shirt, free COVID.
Here's my thing, because this is I'm just saying, so I've got to just say, right. Y'all can't get a regular line together. I'm really upset that I can't even get over there to get any food anymore. So be careful. There might be lines at this event. Let me just say that. Because y'all, it just takes y'all too long, or do something. Something that needs to happen.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, love you to death. The food is delicious. But them lines, they're not for everybody.
With this heat wave too?
They're not for everybody. Y'all gonna have people passing out there.
Get your spritzer.
Please be careful. Please be careful over there. Okay. So, networking with a purpose. I will be hosting for the colon cancer screening fundraiser. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna need you to go to Facebook. I'm gonna need you to check out the event and all the details. Me and Jam and Jay are gonna be having an absolutely wonderful time raising money for a good cause, to help people get these tests that they need. Okay, so please, please, please check that out. Now, I think we are coming up on a break. Bridget, before we go to break, is there anything else that you would like to discuss at the beginning of this show real quick?
Well, no, but I want to shout out to Miss Clarabelle Johnson, who says, hello, ladies. I had a great workout this morning, so I'm glad you had a great workout. Let us know what you did exactly.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to tell you, my auntie, she gets out there, boo, and she does her thing, and she still looks absolutely fabulous. I'm going to have to make sure I post a picture of her so you can see. You actually met her at the bike ride event. So she is still very active and having a wonderful life. It always feels good to, feel good and work out.
Yes, it does.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is I'm Just Saying, and we'll be right back after this break.
What's up with it? This your boy, Big Pope, man, and you tune in to I'm Just Saying live.
you tired of not getting what you want in bed?
Are you ready to spice things up behind those closed doors?
Woo! We're here for you every hump day at 7 p.m.
This is Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hen. I'm Jennifer Reeves.
And I'm Hendrik Scott, and we are professional licensed sex therapists.
So remember to watch us Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Edge Radio TV, just in time for sexy time.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. As you know, right here at I'm Just Saying, we have a passion for highlighting and uncovering the small business hustlers and sharing with you the stories behind their success.
Yes.
Up next, our special guest will tell you all about his journey as he continues to be legendary. So right now, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome legendary Dre Tate, former member of the Williams Brothers, if you will. Hello, Dre. How are you doing this morning?
Hey, how you doing? How's everything going?
I can't believe you forgot that, though. Were you able to hear us?
Yeah, I hear you good. Can y'all hear me?
Hey, yes, definitely we can. How are you doing this morning?
Everything's good.
All right. I see you with your shades on, got your swag going this morning.
Looking like Mr. Joe
That's
Cool.
24/7.
24/7. I know that's definitely part of being a legend, if you will. Tell us a little bit about what you have going on and what's upcoming for you. Tell us what's going on.
Well, I'm Dre Tate. I'm still a member of the Williams Brothers for over 20 years now.
Oh, okay. I thought
But
you had
we just released a single, actually entitled "My Angel," and I dedicated this to my new wife. I've been married now for maybe like a month and a half, and I dedicated the song to her. It's basically a song that I wrote about her, about meeting her, about how I gave up on the whole idea of being in love, being happy. And I wrote a song about her that, you know, the way she came in and just kind of like changed all that around. And I wanted to just kind of share it with the world. So I wrote a song about it and put it out on our wedding day, actually.
All right, that is amazing. We thought it was really important to bring you on during Father's Day month, if you will, and since you brought out this new song to celebrate love. You know, there are several men out there, ladies and gentlemen, who are looking and ready for love. And now that you found love and we have this wonderful product in a song put out, later we're going to let you guys listen to it. But Dre, when you were going through, I guess, the relationship part before the marriage, how did you get to a place, since you had given up, how did you get to a place of being able to open up to that? Did you have to have any counseling, or was it just her?
Well, basically, I am in my Christian raising, I'm a firm believer that God is love. So I can only testify about what I had to deal with. And what I dealt with was, first of all, after failed relationship, failed marriage, I had to just sit down and look at myself and get my relationship with God really in contact where I can be led and taught how to love the next time it comes around. So it was a self-reflection type of thing for about 3 or 4 years. And once I got in tune with who I was and the mistakes I made in that last relationship and marriage, my good points, my bad points, once I got all of that on the table and really started asking God to just make me the man that he would desire me to be, that's when that came about, and I just said when the next one comes around, I know who she is, and I'll be ready to give her the love that God gave me.
All right, I have one more thing. So since you just brought up faith, let's compare that with, the industry, if you will. It is really, really hard sometimes not only to keep your faith alive, but your relationships alive. Do you feel like that really affected your previous relationships?
No. It most of the time in relationships is self-inflicted situation that causes us the problems that we have. First of all, I don't believe that anyone should enter into a relationship with a selfish mentality. So once I got that out the way, I was able to love not only myself, but I was able to give someone else that love, because I had to let all the what Dre wanted thing go, and kind of like put that thing on like level it out, and my main thing is I'm never going to give no one anything that, how I'll put it, don't give nothing that you don't want to receive anything that you can't give. If you can't give it, then don't expect to receive it.
That's it. Well, Dre, this is me, Bridget, and I just want to tell you congratulations on the new nuptials.
Thank you.
So when you were writing the song, or when you met your wife, would you say that she's your muse now? Is there more music in you because of her?
She brought something out in me that, like, I've been in this business for over 30 years actually. And she brought something out of me that I was at one point in time afraid to do. I will honestly say that I dealt with being afraid to fail. So it caused me to kind of like stagnate myself in a lot of ways as a songwriter. There's a lot of things I had to say, but I was scared to put it out because I didn't know how it was going to be received. Right. But what she did, she brought that thing in me that wasn't afraid anymore, and she encouraged that songwriter spirit in me. So I would say that's what she did for me.
Okay, so we can expect more music from you, writing.
Oh yeah. I got a whole lot of stuff to talk about now.
Awesome.
Okay, so we have to ask this question because not many people know the actual experience of getting married during this pandemic, if you will. So how much trouble, just because this is a fun topic, how much trouble did you guys go through, actually trying to put the wedding together and things like that?
Well, actually, it all was like orchestrated. I tell people all the time in other interviews that I think I wouldn't have even met her if it wasn't for the pandemic, because I was so busy.
So this is a new relationship traveling as well.
Yeah, he said they were been married a
month. No, he said they've been married a month, but that doesn't mean they haven't been dating for 20 years.
That's true. Sorry.
So this is also a new relationship.
Yes, I met her. Matter of fact, our first time meeting was August of last year.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Quick.
I'm glad we found a man who know what he wants.
Exactly.
And see, that's the whole thing. My grandfather used to tell me, son, don't expect for nobody to see you unless you see yourself. Know what you want, and when they feel like you know what you want, then it's not going to take them long. It's not going to be hard for them to measure out what type of man you are. So I knew what I wanted. I always knew what I wanted. Matter of fact, even in my dating years, I knew I wanted to be married again. So that was neither here or there. And matter of fact, that's the first thing I told her. Well, I'm not looking for a girlfriend. I'm looking for a wife.
All right.
Tell me something. We love talking about legacy here and, carrying on traditions, if you will. What is something that you would tell young people who are in the industry and want to have a long career like you've got right now?
Well, first, let me say, I hear people say all the time that I'm a legend. I don't really know if I am or not, but that I appreciate it.
If you've been in the industry, this long and survived, you're definitely a legend.
Yeah,
that part.
I've been blessed to be nurtured and grounded by the legendary Williams brothers, Mr. Melvin, Doug, and Mr. Green, for over 20 years now. And if that makes me a part of a legendary status, I take it. But first thing I say, look, don't expect for everybody else to believe in you in what you have if you don't believe in yourself.
That part.
If you can't help yourself, don't expect to help the world.
Exactly.
And my songs, they get to me before they get to the public, you know. So that's what makes it where the audience can feel what I'm doing and can experience my heart, my passion, and my soul in my music, because it helps me first. And all I'm doing is just giving it back.
So
I would encourage anybody, that's what you do.
Okay. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think you've heard enough about the man. I know you are interested in hearing the music. Okay. So tell us a little bit about the headspace you were in when you were writing this, because you said it is definitely about your lady. And then just introduce it, if you will, and we'll go into the song and let people hear this new vibe. I cannot wait to hear it. So just tell us a little bit about what your headspace was and what we can expect.
Well, my head space was pretty much tired of being sick and tired, you know, tired of going out, not working out. And I really felt kind of defeated in the whole purpose, but I always knew what God had for me. And it was one morning I was riding to the airport and I heard her, she's a radio DJ actually. Okay. And she was on the radio and she was speaking. And right then her voice and her message captured my heart, and that's where this song starts coming from. So you kind of hear the first verse of the song is when that's my down point, and then I'm gonna go into what she did for me from that point.
Nice.
All right, so give everybody the title. We're gonna let you listen to this new jam, and we hope that you enjoy it.
Okay, this is Dre Tate, My Angel. Hope y'all enjoy it.
Sometimes, especially when there's no love around, turning your frown into a smile. Cold nights, lonely days, I wish I could get away. Close my heart, turn love away, then game you like a fairy tale. I was mesmerized, I was hypnotized. The lady took me by surprise. I wanna testify, she's my one desire. You inspire me to love again, more than a woman to me. You're my angel, baby. You inspire me to love again, more than a woman to me. You're my angel. If you knew like I knew, you wouldn't be afraid of love. Nobody can heal your heart like my God up above. It's like He gave me an angel from His heart to mine. I tell you, she's one of a kind, and she's mine, all mine. You inspire me to love again, more than a woman to me. Oh, you're my angel. You inspire me to love again, more than a woman to me. You're my angel. You've been there when no one was on the left or right. I'll show you what it feels like to be my love for life. Take a look at me, I've got a story to tell. Open up your heart, true love never fails. You inspire me to love again. You inspire me to love again.
Oh my gosh, we absolutely
That
loved it.
was
Sometimes we
amazing.
like to hear him right on the show so that we can give our real true reaction.
Yep.
There was something resounding that kept going on, and it really stood out to me. I really like that you said that she inspired you to love again. Do you feel like a lot of men out there have lost the inspiration to love, if you will?
That's a good question.
I wouldn't say that they lost the inspiration to love. I think personally that a man has to find himself. He has to find himself and know who he is and who God made him to be. And once he get himself in order, he can experience love on another level.
Right.
He can experience that love to be able to give the woman that love, but he can't love her the right way unless he loves himself and know who he is.
Hey, I love it.
Well, let me tell you something, Dre. I'm adding this song to my playlist.
That part.
And that's a big deal because I don't just add no anything to my playlist, but I love it. It's nice riding music like Tadil and I were discussing.
I'm
it's
on
just
it.
real smooth.
Yes,
Yeah,
very
it's
much
really
so,
good.
man. It was a very nice track.
Yeah.
We would like you to tell everybody where they can follow you on social media and where they can go and pick up this new track.
Well, you can follow me on any social media platform at Dre Tate, DRAYTATE. Or you can follow me at or email me at DreTateMusic@gmail.com. I'm on YouTube. My YouTube channel is Dre Tate Music. Check me out there. I got a new video that's going to be coming out very soon.
Okay.
The video to my angel. I didn't use any actresses. I used my own wife.
Uh-oh.
So it's
I'm
gonna
coming
be
to
good.
check it out immediately.
Yeah.
Since she flipped you upside down and turned you around, ladies and gentlemen, we're not only celebrating fathers, but today it looks like we're celebrating love. I hope you enjoyed My Angel. Please go check out Dre Tate. This is I'm Just Saying, and we'll be right back.
Hey, what's up? It's Carl Payne. Take two. Up next is entertainment news.
We work our whole lives to support our families. With one accident or illness, it can all be gone in an instant. Now there's a smart, affordable way to protect your family. Go to findhealthbenefits.com and discover low-cost life insurance for as little as $2 per month. Add to that a tax-deferred annuity that can help you protect your assets and grow your money for retirement. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. A critical illness can strike without warning and wipe out your life savings. In fact, it's the #1 reason for bankruptcy. Find Health Benefits offers an affordable solution. Get up to $50,000 if you get cancer, stroke, or a heart attack, giving you the peace of mind to focus on getting better while the plan helps you to pay your bills and medical expenses. Learn more. Go to findhealthbenefits.com or call 877-235-6094. 66% of seniors spend more time shopping for cable TV than Medicare plans. Most say because it's just too confusing. Laws change every year. The wrong plan could cost you thousands and prevent you from seeing the doctors you want. Introducing FindHealthBenefits.com. Save time, save money, see specialists without referrals. Go to FindHealthBenefits.com or call 877-235-6094 for this informative brochure.
Society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
Hey y'all, I'm Robin B.
And I'm Dr. Kiva.
And we just want to know
how you living.
Join us every Monday
at noon Central Standard Time
here on Edge Radio TV. Take care.
When people stop talking to each other, society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and it's one of our favorite parts of the show. You know, it is time for entertainment news and affirmation moment with Bridget.
Hey guys, what's up? And happy Thursday. This is me, Bridget, with your entertainment news for 6/17/2021.
Dive in.
All right. So we're going to start off with Mr. Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is speaking out on this cancel culture that you guys have decided to do. Is this a millennial thing?
Cancel culture?
Yes, girl, cancel culture. You know how people do stuff and they cancel them. They say you're canceled. So if you do something or say something that we don't like, you know, like they canceled Chrissy Teigen because of the threats and bullying that she did on Twitter. So she's canceled. That's what they do. Instead of just, you know, saying they don't like you. They put
I
it
never
out there
had
on
a
Twitter.
title for it. I just cut people off.
Well, now it's called cancel culture. And he says, personally, I don't give a bleep about so-called cancel culture, but he certainly has a lot to say about the matter. And he said, when do we get to the point where life was supposed to be perfect?
He canceled culture himself.
He canceled culture himself. He did.
So how are you going to say that and then you say, I'm canceling it?
Well,
like,
I mean,
it makes no sense.
He doesn't understand, and he said he doesn't get it. So he just doesn't pay attention.
Me
to what
either.
people
I don't
say.
fool with people
Because
who don't fool with me.
Right, because you know they found the tweets that he posted years and years ago.
Kept him from getting jobs and everything
right.
else.
And so he said they tried to cancel him, but he said if you give it energy, then it'll blow up. But he doesn't give it energy, and he was just like, I don't get it.
Keep doing you, Kevin.
Yep, keep doing you. So June marks the 15th year anniversary of one of my favorite movies, The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, I absolutely love this movie.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
This is definitely one of those chick flicks.
It is.
That women absolutely love. And I'm going to tell you, The Devil Wears Prada. Whoa, Prada.
Yeah. Yeah. My girl wore those fashions, honey, and I love that movie because I love fashion and I love everything that they had to say about it. But anyway, June is the 15th year. It came out originally in 2006 in June, and they got all the cast together to talk about the epicness of that movie.
Okay, it was definitely epic.
Yes,
I absolutely loved
it. It was epic. So now we're moving on to Dr. Dre.
Hey, Dre.
You know, Dr. Dre had a brain aneurysm, and it's only been 5 months ago. And it seems like longer than that, right?
It does.
But he said he never saw it coming. However, he has been recovering well, and he says he thinks that every black man should check, you know, out themselves because it was from high blood pressure. And he said he didn't think he had high blood pressure.
Wow.
And he says that every black male should check it out and that he's going to move on and hopefully live a long and healthy life. He said he's feeling fantastic.
That is one of the reasons that you really, really need to pay attention to your health. I know a lot of people don't like going to the doctors and this, that, and the other. But, you know, I'm going to say for everybody, I think a lot of people have issues that they don't know about. They don't find out about them till way too late. So everybody just please, you know, an annual checkup ain't going to hurt you.
No, it's not. It's not. So, yeah, get that checked out. Congratulations to you, Dr. Dre. Now, we had some little celebrities that just celebrated a 4th birthday.
Fourth?
Yeah, that was Miss Rumi and Mr. Sir, Beyonce's twins.
I saw this picture, but they're definitely not 4 in that picture.
No, they're not 4 in that picture, but that's the one that they had out. And she celebrated them and on her social media and was telling them happy birthday.
Aww.
And they were 4 years old on June 13th. I thought that was great.
Okay, yeah.
Time is
Happy
flying
birthday.
by. I know. Now, this next story is going to shock you. You remember Sheryl Crow?
Yes.
The singer. Well, Sheryl Crow is speaking out on being sexually harassed while touring with Michael Jackson.
Harassed by who?
Not
Michael?
by Michael, no.
That's why I was like, you can't leave that open-ended like that.
No. She was not harassed by Michael Jackson. She was harassed by one of the managers, Mr. Frank DeLeo, who promised to make her famous and threatened her that if she reported him, he would destroy her career during the tour. Isn't that something?
Wow.
So it wasn't, and she was so young, and she says, you know, she was so naive that she didn't realize, you know, what was going on, but he was harassing her. And now, of course, she has a book coming out.
Oh, Lord.
Soon.
Here comes the money.
Here comes the money. And so, she, it's called Words Plus Music, and it's coming out soon. And she's telling it all in the book. But it wasn't Michael Jackson. It was this guy who was the manager, Jackson's manager. It's Michael Jackson's manager. Isn't that something?
Let me tell you, before you go on, I inserted something here
in
her entertainment news after
that
story
does.
right there. Let me tell you this. You know, we were watching the story about Bill Gates and his wife, correct? Getting their divorce. Now we know why, because I gotta give you all the behind the scenes. Now you were just talking about somebody doing some sexual harassment. Microsoft is under intense public scrutiny due to numerous claims of sexual harassment. Now we know why the wife was trying to get out of there. She knew that the lawsuits were coming. He knew that the lawsuits were coming. He gave her a lot of money without a fight. Let's just be real about that. She is completely free and clear of whatever happens in this case.
Wow.
Okay. So reports of Bill Gates' alleged inappropriate relationships and sexual advances toward Microsoft employees. Several of them have come forward, ladies and gentlemen. And they released a statement. You know, when they start releasing statements and trying to, get ahead of the issue, that
that's called crisis.
That means it really happened. It means it really happened. Yeah. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Bill, thanks for letting that girl out of there and saving her the embarrassment. Now she can at least walk down the street and say, he's not my husband anymore. I'm just saying.
Oh, wow.
Keep going.
Man. So I don't know if you knew that Jam Master Jay had a daughter, because I didn't know.
Okay.
So his 28-year-old daughter, Tyra Myricks, is like doing the thing here.
Oh, she's beautiful.
She's earning over $1 million with 5 side gigs, and she just opened up a pizza shop.
Well, which is her main? Somebody got to be the main gig.
Well, her main gig is working with Drake.
Okay.
So she does work with Drake, doing his social media and stuff like that. And she just opened up a pizza shop, they call it, with Biggie Smalls' daughter, Tiana Wallace.
Okay,
yeah.
Look at y'all.
Yeah,
I love y'all teaming up and doing that thing.
So they opened
especially
it up
when it comes
Brooklyn.
to pizza.
Yeah.
Brooklyn. Okay, gotcha. That answers a lot of questions.
Exactly. So listen, so the place, it caters to celebrities and people, and they have a patio area. They can enjoy free cannabis. Yes.
Free?
Yes. And it has jerk chicken pizza, oxtail pizza, beef and broccoli pizza.
I'd love to try a chicken pizza.
A jerky chicken
I'm messing with you because you was
yeah. I was getting confused. But anyway, yeah. So it's pretty big, and it's called Juicy Pizza.
Oh, that's amazing!
Juicy, and it's named after Biggie Smalls' song "Juicy."
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So they're
that.
They're really successful with that. So today I have a fun fact. Remember, I told you all month is Father's Day, so I'm going to keep it going. So, going for a floral gift. Traditionally, fathers should be given the gift of white or red roses.
Okay.
The rose is the official flower for Father's Day, if you didn't know that.
The rose?
The rose is the official flower for Father's Day.
You think that's because it's got thorns?
Wearing a red rose signifies a living father, or a white one represents a deceased father.
Wow.
One more thing. The trusty slipper gift isn't the most popular Father's Day present. It's actually the tie.
Okay.
So the tie is actually the #1 Father's Day gift.
Yeah, they don't want that. Unless it's a really expensive one that they've been pining after, and most men are not pining for a tie out here in this heat, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, if it's really neat and fashionably chic, I get great ties. I get great gifts. Anyway, your affirmation for today, dads, is today and every day I model for my kids that a man can be both strong and caring. So that's it. That is entertainment news.
I like you to be strong and caring. I think that's an amazing
It
quality.
is. It's an endearment. I love it.
That's good to be able to do both.
It is.
Okay. That's it.
That's it.
All
Short
right.
to the point today.
You can't be straight to no point. You're supposed to take that whole segment. No, I'm playing.
Well, yeah.
You know I got something to talk about,
of
course.
Have something else.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you know I love to come out with my numbers.
Yes. Big
16. This is a low number, relative to what we normally are putting out there, but it's high.
Right.
This is how many nuclear power plants are operational in China. As of March 2021. Are we happy about finding this out, Brigitte? I think not. I think that that's a lot for one nation, if you will.
16 nuclear?
What do you think about it? 16 nuclear power plants. A total of 49 nuclear reactors. They're trying to blow something up, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I got to say. They trying to figure it out. Where they gonna go next, I have no idea, but I have always been very fearful when it comes to that. But that's just Ooh, that's a lot. Okay.
So it says here that the U.S. is currently monitoring a leak at one of the plants.
Yep.
That's not good.
It's definitely not good. They have different rules, regulations, and restrictions. So, U.S., why are you just monitoring and not doing something about it? And maybe they can't. Maybe their hands are tied. I have no idea. We also do know, ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all don't feel slighted, but, this is Pride Month as well as Father's Day month. And we did talk to you a little bit about, people being beaten and killed. And so that the mama, remember this, had taken her baton and turned it into something positive. Stephanie Houston, we talked about this, mother of Malaysia Booker, a black trans woman who was shot and killed in 2019. After her daughter's death, Houston started the Malaysia Booker Foundation, where families with transgender children can go for guidance and support. So if you are having a problem with your teen who is interested in, being transgender or is living that way, or your young adult, if you will, and you want to be able to stand up for them, the Malaysia Booker Foundation is there for you. So I just did not want to leave that part out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is I'm Just Saying. And we come back, we got to spin that wheel. Yay. And Tennille's Touchy Subjects.
Hey, it's your boy Nephew Tommy. Up next is Tennille's Touchy Subjects. So don't touch that. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
When people stop talking to each other, society is on the edge. Let's bring them back. Edge Radio, because truth still matters.
Don't push me because I'm close to the edge.
I'm trying not to lose my head.
Hey, this is the Talk About Unity show where I bring the talk.
And I bring the unity.
And together we talk about unity. Unity is what matters. Come on. And right now in our country, that's what we've got to do. So we do that here at Talk About Unity on the Edge Radio Network. Be with us every week.
It's going to be awesome. It always is. And I tell you what, the more we seek first to understand, then be understood, we make progress.
And we like to do that. And that's why everybody's on the brink. We love what we do at Edge Radio because everybody's on the edge. We bring them back from the edge and we bring the unity. So we're just glad to Edge Radio Network every Tuesday morning, 10 a.m. Talk About Unity, because here at Edge Radio Network, truth still matters.
And welcome back, ladies and gents. This is me, Bridget, and the beautiful Simply Tennille here. And you are watching I'm Just Saying Live with the media darlings, if you will.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And we are located here at 415 West Gray Street in Midtown Bar and Grill upstairs. And we would absolutely love for you to come down, be a part of our live studio audience, and one of our friends with Benny's. Or if they want to come and work with us.
That part, please.
Right?
We have
Come
lots of
work
things
with
that
us.
you could do.
A whole bunch of stuff you can do, okay? Or if you want your business featured, right?
Yes, that part. We would love to have you. We would also love for sponsorships.
Sponsors,
We are
absolutely.
the perfect brand ambassadors. So just let us know what you got going on. I'm sure we can work out a plan with you guys.
Absolutely.
There are some things that we kind of skipped over that we definitely got to get to before we get
Absolutely.
into, the movie scoop and all this other stuff that we have to do. But we're going to ask you a question right now about something we talked about in the show. How many nuclear reactors? How many nuclear reactors? Because I feel like that's super duper important. And then we're going to spin the wheel. Once somebody answers it on Facebook Live right now, please go to Facebook. Tell your friends, family, everybody. I'm Just Saying Live on Facebook. Now, that was the question. How many nuclear reactors does, is it China? I just want to make sure I say it correct.
Yes,
China have.
You
As
just
of
talked
March.
about it.
As of March, okay? I just making sure. I don't want to say, another country.
No, I'm saying just they should know. You just talked about
Ladies and gentlemen, let's say this. Voting laws. This has been a hot topic discussion, and Vice President Kamala has been tasked, if you will, with trying to get some of this underway and, going in the right direction and killing bills left and right that are against you guys being able to go and have the freedom to vote, if you will. Because that's basically what this boils down to. They are trying to take away people's voices.
Yep.
So I hope that she
not
does a great
people's,
job. Ours. Let's say that.
Our voice.
Okay. Let's say this. I really hope that she does a great job, but I know that there are several little sneaky ways that people will be trying to get things in. I do want to give a shout out to Democratic Senator Joe Manchin. I believe that is how you pronounce his name. Excuse me if I'm wrong, because he said he would rule out anyone supporting it with some changes. He wants to support it, but he does feel like the bill, that they're trying to pass, which is the For the People Act, needs to be changed a little bit before he completely supports it. But I just want to say this because nobody actually that is not African American even has to support this. So I like when people step up and they say, hey, I would be willing to support this, but there needs to be a couple of changes. I can deal with that.
Right. That part.
Let's also move real quick, ladies and gentlemen, to the movie scoop. Now, I watched a movie, called Awake. This was absolutely a wonderful show. It was about, a parent who's basically trying to save their child in one of those aftermaths after an explosion happens, if you will. They don't know if it's coming from outer space or where it is, but no one in the world can sleep except for her daughter and maybe one other person. Several people who were in comas came back to life, this type of thing, and her daughter is tasked with basically saving the world, and she's afraid to have them test her because why? It's her baby girl, and she's worked for the company who actually does the sleep studies and stuff like that, so she knows how bad they treat people when they're trying to find something. And also during this time, you know what happens after you havenent slept for a little while. When you're sleep deprived, boy, you get all kinds of crazy. So if you want to see some money with a little bit of crazy in it, end of the world in it, all of these pieces, a mother's love type story, is all inside this. So yeah, that part. Make sure that you go in and watch Awake, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
All right,
Is it
team.
scary? You don't always want to know if
It
it's
is
scary.
definitely not
But
scary.
see, you're scary and my scary are two different things.
It's not scary. Not at all.
Okay,
No
I'll check
zombies,
it
no, nasty, gory, whatever. None of that going on.
Okay. I'll check it out.
Okay. So, did we get any answers? I wanted to ask that before I move on so I could spin the wheel. I'm so ready
Not
to
as
spin
of
the
yet.
wheel. I need you guys to answer the question.
Not as
How
of
many nuclear reactors are in China to date? Okay. Now, today we decided that we were going to do the discussion. We're going to do a discussion instead of a regular Tennille's touchy subject, because we had some topics that kind of came up and we felt like that they were very interesting and important to men, because we need your help answering this stuff. Okay.
Yes,
gentlemen, please go to Facebook right now. Please post your comments. The very first topic that we are going to discuss is Monique and the whole bonnet situation. Okay.
Bonnets.
Men, do you really care about the bonnets in public? I think they do. I think that they do, because I think it looks plenty trashy, and I want you to pick a struggle. I don't want you to have the furries house slides on, your pajamas, and a bonnet. Now you just went all the way to the left.
And house slippers.
That's why I said the slippers.
Oh, okay.
The fuzzy slippers.
Those
Those are slippers. I don't care what you say. They're supposed to be in the house so that they don't attract a lot of dirt, because those slippers get real nasty real fast. I know y'all think they cute,
but they're not.
And when they're not the real fur, that dirt just sticks in there. And we can see it, ladies. We can see it. Okay? We can see it. So, gentlemen, is the bonnet a real issue for you? Is it a deal breaker? Is it, whatever? Going outside in your pajamas. We're one of those families. We don't want you outside, not outside the house, let alone in public in your pajamas. How do you feel about public pajamas, Bridget?
I don't like it. Remember, it was a trend where it was like a style?
Yes.
That I was like, I don't like that. I don't want you to see what I sleep in, because I don't sleep in pajamas. But anyway, I don't know. I don't like it. They thought it was cute, but it wasn't to me.
Okay, so the protective bonnets to protect your hair, because the bonnet is actually, to protect your hair. And I wanted to make sure that I put that out. It's to protect your style. So we know that it's hot and whatever in Houston, and maybe people are using this as an excuse to keep their hairstyle fresh. If that's the reason, what do you say for that?
So
you got your hair done for people to see it. I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
That part.
I'm just saying.
So you guys know when I post on my way coming in, I have my little scarf on, right?
Yes.
I'm slicking my edges down. However, when I get here, because I told today I was going to put on a bonnet, she was like, yeah, whatever.
Please.
But anyway, I mean, if you're in your car now, I understand, because when you get a new dude, like your beautiful new style, we, protect it, sleep in it, or what have you. Now, yes, I'm out, but I'm driving. I'm inside my car, and I'm coming to the studio. I take it off when I get out the car, and it does not go back on for the rest of the day. Now, sometimes when I'm running, I'll have it on too. It just depends, because I'm working out. I'm not trying to impress anybody. If you're up at 5 a.m. in the morning and you see me, you need to see me, because you're doing the same thing I'm doing, right?
Right.
But other than that, I just don't think, why have a full face beat? You dress nice and you have a bonnet on your head?
Yep. Very true.
It just throws the whole look off.
How do you feel? Do you feel any different about like the kente cloth wraps and this, that, and the other?
That's different. I mean, because that's someone that's expressing, either their style or their ethnicity. That's different. If that's their culture, you might as well go with the hijab, because that's their culture.
Okay.
That's what they're doing. However, I don't know. I feel like it's doing us a disservice.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about what Monique said, and why you felt it was important, kind of to bring up this topic, especially when it comes to men, because I don't think that, like the people who are wearing the bonnets, I'm sure someone has said something. And if they have not, you're getting it right here on I'm Just Saying. Several men that I know can't stand them, period, let alone out in public. So tell me why you felt like this was important to discuss.
Because, and I know, and so Monique has gotten a lot of flack for this, and I understand, because she comes up, she starts, baby, now sweetheart, darling, let me tell you, and she's only given the truth. I felt like, and I think it's important, and it was important for her to say it, because a lot of us have thought it, but we haven't said it, and she said it, and it rings true. I mean, I know her and her husband are in an open relationship. However, men don't like that. Men don't want to see you with a bonnet on, and it's just something that I feel, do what you do. No judgment, because you're going to do what you want to do anyway. However, I think she brought up a great point. And people are talking about it, because some people are pissed. Some people agree, But what has happened to this culture now? Because when I was growing up,
it was unacceptable. You would not.
You
better not have a bump in your hair. You had to have it so smooth and slick you could see your brain.
And not only that, do not walk out the house with hair rollers.
Oh, definitely not.
In your head.
Definitely not.
And
this is basically the same thing as hair rollers to me.
It is.
Okay, we're going to move on to the next topic, because I didn't see any comments over there, gentlemen. Next, or ladies, you know, we're not saying that just the men have to discuss this, but these are things that we felt like men would want us to discuss.
Yeah.
Since we don't have a man here on the show. Up next, let's talk about this. The opening door.
It's chivalry.
Whose responsibility is it to open the door? Is chivalry dead? Because I do very much feel like this is a trait of a guy that is chivalrous, if you will. I like it, but that doesn't mean that they're required, you know. So do you think chivalry is dead? Is opening doors appropriate? How do you feel about that?
Well, so I was brought up this way. You know, my dad spoiled me. He opened my doors. You know, he made sure I had cash all the time. I was a daddy's girl. So I had this conversation with a friend of mine, and Tanil, and I brought it up because I was talking to her about it, and I like it. I appreciate a man that opens the door for me.
But not every woman is like that, Bridget.
I know, in this day and age again, you know, because my son, I've taught him the same thing, to be a gentleman, to open doors for ladies. And he told me that he was in school, he was in junior high school, and he was holding the door open for some young ladies. And they're like, I don't need you to open the door for me. I can open my own door. And I was like, why are you being so cantankerous?
Right. Cantankerous. I like that.
Jeez.
We're using SAT words this
You
morning,
know?
and I'm just saying.
Yes,
Here-
which I scored
here's
really
my
high on.
here's my thing. I feel like this generation has canceled themselves out of a lot of things, you know.
I like that.
Being able to feel good when somebody does something for you, and you be able to return that favor or to give them
Reciprocate.
something special
Absolutely.
back. How do you judge, you know, when somebody does care if they're not required? Because this is, you teach people how to treat
Right.
you. And
That
if you're
part.
not required to open my door, if you're not required to pay for dinner when we go out, if you're not required to do all these things that we have always kind of felt like was, you know, the male responsibility, because you're trying not to be, you know, in this gender role, if you will.
Per se, yeah.
How can you expect to know when somebody cares?
That's what I say.
What do you measure by? I would really
And
like to
sad.
know that answer, what these young girls are measuring by right now. Because I'm not paying for a date with a man unless it's a special occasion.
Well, and
That's
here's-
me.
But here's the thing with that, Tanil, because you know, let's think about this. Slavery was over, and also women didn't have the right to vote.
Okay.
So I understand with, you know, women's liberation and all of that stuff, and that's great. However, I feel like our mothers and then the mothers behind us are raising their daughters to be independent. Even my own mother was like, don't you have no joint bank account with your husband? It's my husband.
Right. A lot of this does come from mothers
moms.
and their struggles.
From the
right.
60s.
And it's a struggle.
Right.
Do we feel like the men who had a struggling mom are different? Since we're
do.
talking about men?
I feel like that too, you know,
Okay.
because I think men of single moms have a tendency to be, you know, a little bit more doting or caring.
Okay.
Because they saw their mothers have to go through that. And then sometimes it could backfire and they become mama's boys. So it's
Not only does it backfire that way, sometimes there becomes a situation where they expect every woman they run across to be just
be
as
like their
strong as
mom
their mom, and
and
they
take
don't
care of
feel
them.
like they've got to do
Anything.
everything
Exactly.
because
So it can go
you
either
need
way.
to be taking care of it.
Yeah.
Because that's what my mama did.
Right. It can go either way. However, if you have a mom who is strong and she's teaching her son to be a gentleman and treat young ladies like that, and don't expect them to always cook for you and fix your plate. Now, I don't have a problem with fixing, you know, when I was married, my ex-husband's plate or anything like that. I don't have a problem with that. I like to cook. That's kind of a way that I show, you know, that I care.
That's how you show that
Right.
you care.
But if it was required, no, it wasn't required. It's just something that, you know, I liked to do. Now, as far as him
My mom
opening my
said definitely
doors and
don't do
stuff,
that because men don't appreciate it. I
But-
still do it.
but I feel like they do appreciate it. But
Okay.
you have to show the same thing in return. It's reciprocal.
Here's the whole thing. Everybody does not deserve to be treated like a husband or a wife prior to that happening. Okay? In my head. Now, you know who is reciprocating and who is doing the things that shows you that they care, and you know who is not. Now, if they're one of those unruly whatevers and you haven't chosen to get rid of them, of course you don't have to be constantly doing and this person never stepping up to the plate. I don't believe in that. But I also believe in you better just let it go while you're still ahead.
Yeah, I'd say get gone. Because why would you keep, you know, put yourself in that kind of relationship or what have you?
Okay. Next discussion, toxic meter. You know, toxic is the new hot word. Everybody toxic. You toxic. I'm toxic. Where do we draw the line on the meter of what becomes toxic?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Where do we draw the line? Because, you know, men are now always saying, oh, she toxic, she this, that, and the other. Why? Because you did something and she called you on your BS? You know, what? You know, where is the line drawn? What do you consider toxic, Bridget?
Wow, that's really good. You know, if someone is trying to, they call it gaslighting.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, trying to make you feel like a certain way, you know that's not how you feel, or, you know, shoot down your self-esteem because they have low self-esteem.
Gotcha.
That's toxic to me.
Okay.
You know, their energy is not, you know, high vibrational
Narcissistic
energy.
attitudes, yes.
Yeah, it's male chauvinist, you know, male chauvinistic rather. But, and it's not to put men down, you know, she's asking what toxic is to me in a relationship, and that's how I feel if that energy is around. But you can also have toxic female relationships,
right? And I was going to bring that up next. A lot of men want to put on the radar, because this is a conversation that I had over the weekend, that women don't like to own up when they're wrong, and that is toxic. That is toxic to guys. Everybody likes to say that they don't want to own up when they've done something, or like, you know how we've had several discussions about, you know, what created the issue in a breakup. And the woman never wants to say it was me because the man cheated, the man did this, man, blah, blah, blah. But is that not a situation created by the man, which made this woman toxic? How do you break that down? Do women own up? Or is something created? I don't think you do, Bridget. When we were talking about it, you said, "Oh, I didn't do nothing. That was him."
I did not say that. I said I did my part as well, but I didn't cheat.
Well, that's different.
Okay,
that's just one piece.
Yeah, I mean, well, listen, I still don't think I did nothing.
Okay, great. She said she ain't do nothing. No, I'm playing. So, but anyway, if women don't own up, that is considered to be toxic to a man.
I don't think it's toxic. I don't think it's not that we don't own up. It may be something that's why I say communication in relationships.
Girl, I was just about to say the same thing.
Communication. If you have something, or I've done something that you don't like, say it right then. Don't let it build up or make an excuse for it. And then when it, you know, boils and festers, and then you have an issue, but you didn't tell me, so how could I fix it in the process?
There's another part that goes along with communication, and that piece is some people just do not communicate the same. Everybody's been through different experiences, and you don't know what calling somebody a crazy name or whatever, how it might affect them because of their past experiences. And I tell people this all the time. Take time to find out if you're going to be dealing with somebody on a regular basis. Take time to find out a little bit of history about them so they know how to respond to you, because a lot of times you think you're telling somebody something and it completely went over their head because they don't understand things the same way that you do. That is, you know, my mom was, you know, very blunt and rough. So if you don't say something to me straight out, most people might think, oh, well, I was trying to save your feelings. Just tell me what you mean, because I don't want to be trying to decipher in between whatever. And I think a lot of men feel like they're always trying to decipher. They don't understand you. Yes, they don't understand you, and you haven't taken time to understand them and where they're coming from. You know, it gets hard out here for a pimp, if you will. You know, I'm just saying. So make sure that you know who you're talking to and who you're dealing with when it comes to those types of situations.
I agree.
Okay. Any other topics that you think that men would like to discuss?
I think we've covered most of it. You have anything else?
You know, I always have some extra little side pieces that I like to add. Okay. So here go my extras. Sam's Club is bringing food samples back. Wait a minute, listen. So Sam's throughout the pandemic has not been doing food samples because, of course, they've been having all these issues with cleanliness and whatever else, and just making people feel safe, if you will.
That part.
So now they have decided that it is okay, you know, because I guess this pandemic is over. Things keep subsiding little bit by little bit every week. There's very few stores still requiring for you to wear a mask out here in the H, if you will. So H-Town, look alive. Here come the samples again. I wonder how many people going to be running back up to the samples booth. Remember when we were little, I used to stand at the booth, you know, just wait for whatever it was I wanted, whether it was a pizza or orange juice or whatever. I was excited to go to Sam's on Saturday.
Really?
With my mama. Yeah, me and my brother.
Was H-E-B.
Grapes? Ooh, Jesus.
I
Yes,
like
Lord.
the HEB samples.
Okay, well, that
You
was
get
later.
full.
That wasn't when I was little.
Oh, well, nah.
HEB samples are great. They
HEB
give you some really
samples,
good recipes as well.
They do.
Also, Prime Day has finally been announced. I told you
Yay.
about Amazon Prime and also Amazon Prime. Mary J. Blige,
Oh,
My
yeah.
Life. Ladies and gentlemen, it is coming. I am trying to get us a preview. So if y'all know anybody to put me in contact with so we can show it right here at the Edge, I would absolutely love to be able to provide that for you. So if you know how I can get on the preview,
Yeah, that would be
let
cool.
me know, okay? But Amazon Prime Day is going to be July the 21st and through 22nd, okay? So please make sure you go and get those deals. You can do some early Christmas shopping or different gifts for birthdays throughout the year. Amazon Prime is always a really, really great way to be able to, get a little deal on something that you wouldn't normally get.
Definitely.
All right, Bridgette, tell us a little bit about what we got coming up this Thursday.
Well, on Thursday of next week, we have Mr. Duval, who's regular here in Houston, puts on a lot of shows, and he has been doing business week every Thursday for the ladies.
Okay.
To help ladies, find a business, get a business started, and he's been investing in people, and he's going to be on next Thursday, so we're excited about that.
I cannot
on
wait.
Tuesday, we have a young man coming to show us his wares, basically his bakery style, and he's going to bring in some samples for Simply Tennille to try. Cause
See, if you were here and part of the live studio audience, you
could
might
get
be able to
some of
get you
those
a little
wares.
sample
Yes.
as well. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been another wonderful episode of I'm Just Saying. Tune in next week to see all the fun that's going to be going on. I'm Simply Tennille.
And this is me, Bridgette.
And we'll talk to you guys on next week.
Peace.